Full throttle!
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture your hard work has secured for us. The Almighty Shogun, the Tri-Commission has made regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan. I trust that you're already somewhat informed. In short, there came a time we later learned, considering in the interest of preventing further harassment.
This is a true honor. However, would I be correct?
I can assure you, with the Kaidahara clan's reputation, you will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life.
I have grown accustomed, yet my ancestors...
I sense some hesitation. Should you accept it?
Malicious rumor?
Well, to some, the Muso no Hito... Also,
What?
That is correct.
This is just one of many similar rumors. But perhaps if the shogunate is willing to publicly support me...
This is precise.
In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well...
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most...
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No. This my fighting form... Over time, these techniques, those forms are...
All the more reason to watch your...
Indeed.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join...
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say. There. Do you know if...
Aha! So...
You are too...
Oh? Mr. Kaidehara, to be honest with you, some of them were off...
Millie?
Please,
Of course. But I wouldn't...
Then let's put that connection... The Tenryo Commission.
It's true that if anyone had been out...
Uh-oh. Looks like the
I still find it few people possess your prowess in battle. I am well aware of your talents. It would cause me great grief to see someone become... For the poor victim?
Don't worry.
It seems you are every bit...
You flatter me.
You... Oh, actually, let me tell you...
Sure.
All right, then. One of them is a pretty well...
Amanoma.
Right. Yuya. Two grown men going missing at the same time. I recalled this because...
Understood. Though...
Sure.
Thank you, Ryuji.
Sounds good.
Okay. Unrelenting patience.
Yes. The Kaeda... After I returned to Inazuma... let me... The techniques of blade... Unfortunately,
So sick.
It is a great pity and...
As an example, there is nothing. As for the...
That's right. For only a
Indeed, you are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ish...
You overestimate. But let's get... We hope to assist...
Ah, yes. He didn't say a word, but I've done what I...
We heard that the...
Yes, I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato. After that, yes. Straight. If I had to guess, he's never been... He is
Truth be told, based on the evidence...
What? He is humble. Yes, but I also cannot know what... Anyway...
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon just...
Yes. It sounds as if something happened. Let's pay a visit.
How can I improve my culinary skills?
I'm very sorry, my husband.
No.
I'm sorry you have...
I'm afraid we don't have any new information. With this in mind...
He'd always get so... Everything was fine.
Uh-oh.
He lost his sense of... Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. He wouldn't sell them. I'm happy he... On the last day that...
Whoa.
And that led to...
Actually, it didn't. You must understand. After I said those words, his voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would... Had I not indulged... And the next thing I heard...
I see. Amenomayu...
At first, but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries. I don't know. He just... Perhaps he's too... As long as he's...
Please don't get upset. If collecting things... But the information we gathered from...
A little confused.
Let's try a change of scenery. Rest assured.
Thank you so much.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise the fire at the where... Do you have anything?
Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
That is the most likely conclusion based on However, in this... If this is indeed what happened, one fact that I keep coming back... Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, the more I ponder it, the... Right. Amenoma Yuya...
Darn!
Let's keep going. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and...
Okay.
Let's head out of the city. Wait. I hear something ominous.
Oh! This must be another one of those, as sketchy as that whole thing seems. You did put it to good use.
Now I'm picking...
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now. It felt very much like that, indeed. But this... We should remain vigilant.
So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down... The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place. But the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time. From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence... Step back. I'll open the door and take... If we don't open this door, we can move no... You needn't worry.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. It looks like the fire caused a cave...
That was too...
All we can do now, two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear... Yes, let's go. If nothing, quiet your mind.
Rise with the sun! Full throttle!
From this point, the trail, the main source of the Tatari...
Burn it down!
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely!
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Rain outlines your fate.
Light it up! Rev the engines! Wrath from the skies!
It's... By the looks of it, well... According to this letter, Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse, and
So...
he was not only... Whatever traces there may have... Yes. If Amenoma Yu...
Right! So let's get moving!
I wouldn't be surprised. For a practitioner, all the clues that it... I have a hypothesis.
Wait!
I believe so. On with the search.
exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my... Burn it down!
Why here?
I'm not sure. Show yourself!
Kaede Harakazua. It's you, at last.
What's your
Indeed, there's. But what if instead of facing Ameno Mayuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it... Whoa!
Tatari got the blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, or rather, as a means to occupy.
You're many, as a descent.
I presume it.
Indeed, he was a and sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. He not only bestowed upon in her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single
So...
the people of the time in which I was born. After the death, I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power.
Tell me, what happens?
My hosts? Who cares when they got tired?
You're...
After I return at long last. Kaede Hara now.
Solidify! I will have order!
Light it up!
We shall be right here.
The wind knows me.
Gather!
Rev the engines!
Do not stand in my way.
Your bluff's...
Lost. Even if you he is but a puppet, that the end result, and even if I were by any means...
Your fighting style. It isn't, but from your move.
Really?
As I've mentioned, since the blade, if you ask me,
Are you trying to claim that on his deathbed, he passed in that regard?
because all of that, I've been wondering, now that I've seen, after all the time that's passed,
Oh, that...
only when Mr. Well, that you were determined, I think you but the way I see,
What would you know about any of this?
you returned even if you were to sever that divine light. Sure, you and how could you?
Silence! I will concede.
And you should.
Easy for you to... I have no need of anything that would stand in my way.
How stubborn. I do not believe.
What?
Very well. Once we have dealt...
And as for your end of the bargain,
I accept...
Do this, Kazuha!
this is the only. The cursed blades, the power of the Tatari. Even if we have a chance here to save an innocent.
Your disdain for me betrays your woe now.
Kazuha?
I felt a little. It's all right. So far, I will.
What should we do?
We find some enemy. Although this blade has endured much turmoil. If a blade built. If he wants to avoid.
Wait a minute. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned... What about...
The blade says he'll let.
Are we sure that... Okay, fine.
Burn it down!
Time to clean up the garden and put up some flowers for the young lady.
Light it up!
Leave everything on this journey to me. The wind knows me.
How's this?
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Into the wind!
How are you feeling?
I'm alright, though he's making every effort to persevere.
Something else on...
Let's keep going. Time to go.
Let's get down to
The
business.
wind knows me. Time to go.
Blade!
As one with wind and cloud.
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade has become... He cannot hold out much longer.
But...
I will be careful. He's... Time to go.
Look out! Ambush!
The wind knows me. One with nature.
Are you okay?
Yes,
The Sheen's
perhaps this time.
true form? What are you... Is this the same blade as before?
If you choose to, maybe you did. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition. I finally. You wanted to, but regrettably, the only one.
Here they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep... Yup! We...
Don't worry. It's just.
It's been a lucky day.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
You are a true Kai. No one knew. I thought that if.
But in this too,
Indeed. Too much time has passed. Yours is.
actually, forging and this blade has skill. There is something else I'm a Tatarigami, though you tried to I resisted it. I feel a great the moment you have known this for.
He gave me. How could I? I said to.
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has not. When I touch a bladesmith, a newly forged blade.
Wow.
Indeed, he spent the rest. He felt in. So all he wanted to show was that they once shone.
So that what?
Right. This. Yes. Time would not wait. He seems to have.
I once told, but darkness. Not only did I fail.
You are finally seeing.
Since we agreed, but I still. So.
Hey!
It has to be done in this or my physical
His attitude. What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas. Nor have I ever had my fights were devoid of you.
Oh?
I will release. You must have.
Understood.
I see. I utterly. If a duel. I do not wish.
There's no.
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move. More Ronin could. In any case.
Burn it down!
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep, still. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin art, Kaidahara Kazuha.
Successor of Amenoma art.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
One with nature. It's fine. The wind knows me. Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call. That hurt.
Light it up!
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken. In your hands, it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense...
You also fought. There are a few things that I shall leave him to...
I must apologize.
You need not seek my... It is too late.
I do not wish for I strayed. I beseech.
Yes.
Thank you.
This blade has also told me that maybe we can go back there together.
What does you...
I'm not sure.
It's Yuya!
I am sorry to have...
A prized Ishi... But I have some good news.
Really?
Yes. Badly. And now that you...
I think I know what...
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the
Yes. He said he wants to take control.
What?
He tells me that I have decided...
But...
Thank you. Okay. I am ready. Let us...
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I am ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So... that is
Kagotsu, it seems like only in the...
Seems like...
The same fervent ambition, speaking for myself. I understand. Hearing his wish, your quest to face the god after everything.
Oh.
I will continue to support you.
Wait!
Oh, and it's also...
Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?
Rise with the sun! Rev the engines!
You've returned the Tenryou Commission.
Wow! You...
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's that?
Kagotsurube Ishin. By means of a series of fortuitous... And so, it... The Kaedehara clan has all... Were I to accept your...
You miss...
I am aware. But...
Very well. However, if you should...
Great.
Where will you
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Like, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else? And as for your sister... Whew, so many questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Ooh, what happens next?
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below. Rise with the sun!
All done.
How are you getting along? All done with your work? You might want to get a gun.
You did not get lost.
Don't interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
The next step of the plan's gonna be super awesome.
You might want to get a guide.
Send those Saurian relics to her.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except burn it down! Incinerate! Incinerate! Rise with the sun! Full throttle! Burn it down! Light it up!
Smashed or scorched? Which
Solidify.
will it be? Aha!
Order guide you.
Light of the blazing sun!
That's all I've got.
down! Try and stop me! Wrath from the sky! Try and stop me! Full throttle!
This is order. Gather!
Incinerate! Try and stop me! Incinerate! Pyroclastic surge!
You are but another fool.
Solidify!
The delusional dream.
Rise with the sun! Let the mountain's veins boil! Incinerate!
Let the
Light of the
mighty be
blazing
humbled!
sun!
Gather!
Try and stop me!
You are loyal to the wrong master.
Pyroclastic surge!
Stabilize!
Look at you, damaged and alone!
Light of the blazing sun! Full throttle!
I will have order! Gather!
Is this our fate?
You ignited a fire that you could not control. Before the final blaze, the embers burn on.
Solidify!
Need energy. Charger disconnected.
Charging battery.
Pyroclastic surge!
You ignited a fire that you could not control.
Stabilize! I will have order! The tides beckon. Gather!
Come, join me in the eternal night!
You shouldn't see me like this.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share?
Come on!
Solidify!
Show me your courage!
Let's ride! Try and stop me! Light of the blazing sun! Full throttle!
Gather!
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They...
Right.
Stabilize! Order guide you! Gather!
Wrath from the skies! Rev the engines! Try and stop me! Light of the blazing sun!
This is order!
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Rev the engines!
Something to add to my collection.
Light it up!
Hey, not a bad haul. Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley. Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below. Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same.
My own work,
except
but
we
I
call
also
that
see
light
the meaning in all
hope.
the endeavors of the people
Burn it
of
down!
Fontaine.
Rev the
I
engines!
believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Allow me to...
As one with wind and cloud.
Solidify! Let the mighty be humble!
Some you win, and some you lose.
Oh, you want to know more about me? Hip. exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
Rise with the sun!
The flame burns on.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Bow before me, worm! Insignificant pest!
Incinerate! Pyroclastic surge!
Stabilize! 1,000 eons, mine to dominate! Burn to oblivion! Solidify! Kneel! Careless, you filth! Gather!
Light it up!
Tremble!
Light of the blazing sun!
Reality is pain!
The end of our legacy.
Now, your eyes have been opened. Good riddance, cruel world.
Solidify! Stabilize!
Rise with the sun! Try and stop me!
Solidify! Settle down!
Not possible.
Gather! Order guide you!
Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle!
I was destined for more.
Burn it down! Yeah.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people.
Burn it down!
Solidify!
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Stabilize!
solidify!
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Let's go.
Stabilize!
Take it. Rise with the sun.
Let's finish this next time.
War's over.
Hey, not a bad haul.
Try and stop me.
Burn it down! Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope. Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley. Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope. Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below. Rise with the sun! Try and stop me!
Bow your head. This is order. Gather!
Stabilize! Order guide you! Gather!
Full throttle! Incinerate!
Wind strategy.
Hey, not a bad haul.